Hello people of the internet, happy Saturday afternoon, sunny Saturday afternoon. So I thought today we would have a look at these pens. They are yet another set of water-based markers from Ohuhu. Now my question is at this point, what are Ohuhu doing? They seem to be bringing out more and more pens or regurgitating old, I don't know what they're doing. But I saw these, and to me, on the picture, these looked very much like the Arteza dual tip brush pens. And I wonder if Ohuhu brought these out to compete with them. Because I wonder if what Ohuhu does is they make something, throw it out onto the market, see whether it sticks, and then if it sticks, it becomes like into their catalogue. Because it's like they've flurried about with different alcohol markers for a while. There was this oval shaped ones that looked a bit like Copics, and then there was these ones and them ones and the other ones, and then these are the ones that kind of stuck. These are the alcohol markers that everyone seems to sort of like gel with. And so these are sort of like they're sort of their core one. And then recently they brought out the slim ones, and it's just a variety of different pens. Now with their water-based markers, I have two, that'd be the third one, two different types of them already. I have these, which I bought a while ago. I have the swatch sheet somewhere. Let me just get these open so we can have a look at them. Now these were I think these were the first ones out. Then they brought a second set out that have white barrels. I'll overlay a picture here so you can see what I mean. I think there's 80 in here, or was there 100? Yeah, 80. There's 80 in here. Let's see if I can get that swatch sheet. Oh, I thought I'd opened it right on it then. That would have been magical, wouldn't it? Now I'm not going to be able to find it. What am I? No, I am. Wasn't too bad. So that's them swatched out. This is the original ones. And that's them swatched out on watercolour paper, because what I used to do is swatch out water-based markers on watercolour paper and then blend them out to see how well they blended. I've got a video of me doing that on the channel. So that's non-water-based, non-watercolour paper and watercolour paper. And the reason why I did that was because that's what I used to do with my Tombos. I don't think my Tombos are in here, no. And I also did it with the Arteza ones when I got the Arteza ones, probably a video on my channel of me doing that as well. These actually blended out quite well. And I also did it with these. When these came out, these art markers by Ohuhu, and these blended out really well. These were really quite comparable to Tombow markers. Move it down a little bit. Don't need to see me chest. These were quite comparable with the Tombow markers, which are my favourite water-based markers. And I've also done a video about using water-based markers on double-sided colouring books, and both the Arteza brush markers and these markers and Tombows really came out in sort of like the top three. They were the top three, and that was mainly because they've got brush ends, and brush ends are softer so they don't scratch up the paper so much. They're great in double-sided colouring books is what I'm trying to say. And all of these videos that I've mentioned, the swatchings, the comparisons, they'll all be down below, so you can have a look at them there if you're interested. So when I saw yet another set of Ohuhu markers, water-based markers, I was like, okay, where do they fit in? Because I kind of wouldn't understand these. These are just like kids' water-based markers. I kind of understand these. These are them trying to compete with Tombow. So what are these? Where do these fit into their market? So when I saw a picture of these, let's get them out so you can see. Whoa, I thought, hello. They smell. Smell like almonds. Very nice. Yet again smelling something. I thought, from the picture, I thought they look very much like the Arteza brush pens, which look like this. I've got them in a case. So they've got the clear barrel, the brush end, and the fine tip end. So I thought, okay, well maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to compete with these. Now the interesting thing is these, there's 60 of these, 60 colours, flexible brush tip, firm fibre tip, acid free, non-toxic, water based. Interesting. These for 60 were, I think they're about £15-ish. When I got them they were $13.29 or something for 60 pens. And the Arteza ones are much more expensive than that. The 48 set are £30-ish. Can't really remember. So, what do we do, people of the internet, when I have a new set of pens? Which I haven't had a new set for a while. Where did I get that from? Oh, it's an Arteza. Well, I'll leave it out so we can do a compare. Well, what I do is I do a swatch sheet. Yes. But this time, one of the things I thought, is it worth me swatching it on water-based paper or not, you know, watercolour paper or not? So I thought, oh, shall I just do it on normal paper? So I thought what I would do first of all is get a piece of watercolour paper. I've still got my little, do you remember this? I did a little book of all different papers, so when I test pens, and in it is still a sheet of watercolour paper and mixed media paper there at the back. I thought what I could do is do a little bit of a swatchy-woony on there and see whether it blended out or not. And the other interesting thing was, when I was reaching for this, which is just there in on my desk, I found this, which was when I was making the video comparing the Tombos with the new art markers and the old markers, and you can see that's how the Tombow blended out with water, that's how these blended out with water, and this is how the old Ohuhu's in the black case blended out with water, and this is how the Arteza, what does RB mean? Which is what the Arteza's blended out with water. So you can see, blending out with water wise, Tombow and the Ohuhu art markers worked really well. In case you're wondering what this writing on here where it says Be Cozy, Mia Blackwood, that was when I was doing a live stream and people were talking and saying, oh, you should check out so-and-so, so-and-so. I was writing on this piece of paper for my notes. Okay, so that's basically what we've got to do in this video. We are going to have a look at the pens. We are going to do a little bit of watercolour, see whether we, you know, blending out. And then we're going to swatch them. And I'll probably compare them to the other two pens, you know, physically as well. So let's have a look at one of the pens first of all. By the way, this is quite wood. They don't fall out. Ooh. So it's just a plastic cardboard box. Let's have a look at one of the pens. Okay, so they are plastic. They have quite a big brush tip on that end, and one of those hard plastic nibs on the other end, so that's the fine point. They have a red, colour matched casing, nib casing on the fine end, but not on the brush end. They have both a number, ooh, and a colour name. It says red there, and there it says fine liner, and there it says brush, and they're called Ohuhu colour markers. Names and numbers are good. So let's compare that to an Arteza twee marker. So these say they've got names and numbers on them as well, water-based and blendable. Let's have a look at this. So the brush markers, vastly different on the brushes there. The Arteza brush is tiny, and the Ohuhu brush is bigger. I'll put the lids on so that I don't draw on myself. And then fine liner wise, they are, I don't know if you see that Arteza one is tiny. But you know what looks quite interesting is that Them two ends, I thought them ends looked similar, but they didn't, you know, the coloured ends. Right, now that is that. That is, oh, I might have that wrong. Is that? And that? I've never noticed if... Oh. Are the Arteza lids the same, both sides? No. Okay, so that... Is that or is that? I don't know. Why is it guaranteed that rolled off the desk and it drew on my leg and and on my top? This is why I have to put the lids on things, because guaranteed if I don't, I get drawn on. Right, is that... Oh, is that because that's not one of them? Yes, that's because that's not one of their lids. Right, what is its lid? Is that its lid? Yes. So that is its lid. Yes. Okay, good. This is unprofessional. So, we know what the lids look like. We know what the pens looks like. Let's try the blending test first of all. So let's bring it down. Sun's going in. Getting a bit of a cloudy look. Oh, let's get my water brush ready first of all. I've got a water brush. It has water in it. Let's make sure it's free flowing and clean, which it is. Okay. We're going to do a squidgy squodge of colour. Okay, so this is why, let's just get loads of water out. It's really not worth me printing this on watercolour paper, because these are not any way near the same blendability as these Ohuhu ones. Let's just prove that on here. This is one of those. They look totally different. We'll do a comparison in a second. Make sure it's working. Yeah, look at that. They break down so much better. But then they are a different price bracket. And I think they're made to compete with a Oh, I haven't done a video for so long. I've forgotten how to do anything. Right, so that's also... So we know they're not going to blend down with water. So there is absolutely no point in me comparing them, you know, swatching them on watercolour paper. Okay, so these are the 3 different types of Ohuhu marker. Ah, look at that. I wonder if these... Oh, this will be interesting. I wonder if these... Trying to make it so you can see the thing. I have to hold this bottom one, because this bottom one is triangular, so it just wants to do that. So these are also called Ohuhu colour markers with a brush and a fine liner, so which is the same as those. And this is number 1 and this is number 1. So I'm wondering if these are the new version, the uplift, the remake of these. So let's compare their ends with each other. So the new one is in the clear. It's similar, but this one much pointier. New ones have got a much pointier nib. We'll do the flexibility test in a minute. I've already drawn on myself, so... Right, okay, and then the fine nib is a real fine nib, like a fine tip, like a, what are them pens called? You know the ones I mean. I've got one of them here. Staedtler Triplus fine liner. And then this one is like the plastic one. But these have got the same number. That one's that lid. Nope. That one's that lid. That one's that lid. And that one's that lid. And then let's see how much the brush compares with that one again, different again. You'd think they'd use a similar, the same tip in all of them, wouldn't you? Let's try all of these. Now, one thing I did notice when I pulled this out, there was this. If I'd have structured this better, I'd have unpacked this all nice and neatly first of all and said, look at my pens, aren't they wonderful? You get a swatch card, you get a colour card. I wonder if I've got my original one from my original. I don't know, I might have thrown it away. And then you get some spare tips as well, and you get both sponge tips and the firm tips, which is pretty decent. And I think I got a similar when I bought these ones. Okay, so let's just do a tip comparison test. Zoomy zoom zoom. So we're going to do old one first of all. So old one is, just seeing if it goes through on that, which it really does. They're really juicy. Soft, nothing special, water-based tip. Okay. Then the art marker ones, definitely firmer, definitely firmer, definitely firmer. Feel like a much better quality tip. Doesn't even feel felty. Feels more like a Japanese nib pen. Then the new Ohuhus. Oh, firm as well. Firmer than that one. I'm not sure it's as firm as the... No, definitely not as firm. What would this one do? Yeah, so you can see that's the squidgiest. That's this one, the next squidgiest. Scientific me. So the least squishiest is the art marker. The next least squishiest is the new one. And then the squishiest one is that one. So you can see, this is the squidge test. You see that's ended up being a little bit bent as well. So that was full pressure on all of that. Well, not full pressure, I don't want to bake them, but the same sort of fairly heavy-ish pressure. And let's have a look at the other ends. So the original one, as I said, really fine line. Fine liner pen. Like a Tri-Plus. The art markers is just a bullet nib. Like... There we go, bullet nib, like a sort of felt pen. Very firm, yeah, very firm felt, that one. And then the new ones, the ones that are like the Arteza, are like, ooh, they are very fine. They feel as fine as those, to be honest. That one feels like it's not gonna last out. And let's just grab an Arteza. Raw pink is what I've gone for. I can't see down there in the dark. So let's just do the squidge test on that. Oh, that's tiny, that one. And then the brush test. And then the fine liner test. Yeah, the fine liner feels identical to this one. Small and scratchy. If you can hear that noise, that is our conservatory door, which needs oiling. Not a fan of the fine liners, that has to be said. Okay, so I'm going to put everything away and move on to the swatchy swatch. Might need to have to go and put some WD-40 on our door down there. Right, so initially when I printed this, I accidentally printed this on work 80 GSM paper, and I usually, when I do a swatch page sheet, I always do it on this, it's 120 GSM, smooth, ultra bright, it's Navigator paper, it's really cheap, it's about £4 for half a ream, 250 sheets. I'll link it down below. It's only, you can get it off of Amazon. I buy it in Tesco's, which is a UK supermarket, but you can get it off of Amazon as well, and it's usually only about £4. And that's what I usually do my swatches on. It's lovely, smooth, and everything gets the same treatment that way. And I thought to myself, oh, I printed it on the wrong paper. But you know something, I was going to just do a couple of swatches on this to see how much it seeps through the paper. So let's get some squidge. I was getting fake squidge then. I was just going to not get real squidge. There we go. Bring you down and see how number 1, Ohuhu red, goes through normal paper. Oh, quite bleedy on that 80 GSM paper. So let's go to me normal 120 GSM, what I use to print PDFs, favourite paper, and start the swatch. Oh, one thing I was going to do before I start a swatch, interrupt myself, so I was looking at the order, and these are in number order. So 1, 2, and it goes 1, 2, 17, 18, 22, 24. So the number order is correct, but it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I wonder if this is a subset. You can see here 1, 2, 17, 18, 22, 24, 25, 26. And that was the other thing I was going to do, wasn't I? I was going to check whether these numbers were the same. So 1, 2, so we've got 1 out already, so we can compare them to reds. 2, which on this one is called geranium. But there isn't a 2. There isn't a 2. There is a geranium in that one. And that's a geranium, so we'll be able to compare the ink colours to see whether the ink colours are the same. No, there isn't a 2. Interesting. So what, is there another colour that's the same? 17. Oh yes, 17. 17 is the same, so we'll try those. Maybe we'll get a yellow as well. What's that? 33. Is there? Oh, there is. So when we get to those, we'll try them. Let's see. When we get to a blue and a green, we'll grab one of those as well. Remind me, people of the internet, because I will forget when I'm in the swatching flow. By the time you remind me, this video will be well and truly over. Right. Here we go. Number 1, red. Number 2, geranium. And let's compare the geranium. Okay, let's compare it with this geranium. To be honest, red is red, isn't it? Number 3, oh, it's number 17, old red. And let's compare it with this. Okay, we've got number 1 there to compare it with. And we've got number 17, old red, to compare it with. They are the same colour, aren't they? I think these are a remake. And they're riding the wave of the way that the Arteza twee markers look, and making them look like this. Because if you think their original pens with the white barrel and the coloured lids, they've been remade and white labelled by everyone, or Ohuhu white labelled the same ones. Silver grey. So are these the new version? 22 coronet. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful colour. What a gorgeous colour that is. We'll see if there's anything comparable. Vibrant orange and salmon rose. Very light pink, that one. It's quite nice not having to muck about swatching them with the water. Vivid orange. We've got vivid and a vibrant. I don't use water-based pens much. Oh, I'm going to show you something that I've just noticed. 27 blazing orange. I think they clip together. Do they? No. Do they? No, it's just where the lids go together. Got all excited then. I thought I had connector pens. Do you remember those? Do they still do them? Dark orange. There's a few oranges there, isn't there? Okay, this is number 33, which we've got the yellow one to match with. Lemon yellow. Oh, that's a beautiful yellow. These are nice pens. Yep, same. Oh, and I've drawn all over myself already. Say yay! Misted yellow, number 34. Looks like a yellow ochre, that one. Golden, number 36. Sandy brown. Oh, that really just looks orange. That really doesn't look anything like its end colour. The other ones have been pretty sort of like their colours. That one was nothing like it. Okay, we're getting another orangey yellow one there, number 40. And this one's called orange. It's actually called orange yellow, not orange brown. I typed that wrong. That one's apricot. There's a lot of oranges, isn't there? Then we've got a fluorescent orange. Oh, that really is. I don't know whether that hit you as much as it I don't know if it shows on camera as fluorescent as it is in real life. Okay, then we randomly move on to chestnut brown. Oh, that's dark. And light coffee. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice brown. And dark coffee. They've got a real purple tone to these browns. So when it initially goes down, look at that. You can see it's almost got. If your coffee looked like that, you'd be a bit worried about it, wouldn't you? It's very purpley. See, I'd call that one dark mulberry. Maybe they work in a dark office, or the person naming them is colourblind. Okay, next page. This one is mallow. Purple. Beautiful, vivid, bright, in your face purple. 51, medium purple. Totally different shade of purple, more of a bluey purple. The name medium purple would imply that it's one shade different from the one above. And then this one is violet, which is one shade different from mallow. Why did I say? I thought that one was purple. That's medium purple. Oh. Ignore what I said about the name implying it be one shade above. For some reason I thought it was called purple. Slate blue. Okay, these two look quite similar. 59. 59 is green. The old Ohuhus, I think 59 was green. That is truly green. This one is peridot. Oh, that's a nice green. That is a nice green. It looks like a peridot as well. This one is vivid green. 62. Next one is Viridian. Oh, that's a nice green. I expected it just to be a generic dark green, but it didn't. It had a little bit more to it. These are actually quite nice. Yellow green. They're definitely nice for the money. That's a nice yellow green. You get 60 pens for £15. Or even better if they've got, you know, a coupon, which they often do, you know, 10-15% off. Light green. I will have them linked down below so you can find them nice and easily. It will be an Amazon affiliate link, which means if you click the link I will get a little bit of commission. It's not much. You can't buy a unicorn with it. It doesn't cost you any more to use the link. Oh, that black felt really purpley when it came out as well. Now, look, you can almost see a bluiness to it. Undertones of their dark colours are unusual. Right, this one's called Coral Pink. It's nice. The colour order of these is something else, isn't it? Earth's Red, 96. Nice red, but reminds me of that old red a little bit. Green Banana. And it does look like a green banana. You know when you get a really fresh, those two together would be nice, wouldn't they? They are nice and bright. Peacock Blue. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. They need to use these names on their alcohol markers. Coral Red. So we've had Coral Pink. This is Coral Red. Yeah, it's a deeper orangey red. Oh, nice blue coming next. 104, Sky Blue. Oh wow, if the sky was that blue, wherever you were, you'd stay there. It's beautiful blue, but I wouldn't call it a sky blue. Grass Green. How similar to the other green? Quite similar. I get into the flow, end up drawing all over myself. Okay, this one's just blue on its own. Quite similar to that sky blue, isn't it? Not much between those. So starting again with more orange. There's a lot of orange in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th orange. There's a lot of orange colours in this. This one's yellow. Or orange, as the case may be. They look very similar. They look similar to those. There's too many oranges in here. Okay, then we're back to the blues again. Cobalt Blue. Okay, that did, when that went down, that really went like a cobalt blue. Yeah, you can. It's a darker version of that. And then this next one's called Dark Grey. So we're onto the greys already. This is a grey. Well, otherwise say it is a grey. And then this one's called Grey. It's a nice warm grey. Next one is just called Olive, which I can't get out. Olive, 212. Yep, beautiful olive. Exactly like olive. It feels so nice doing this swatching, because it feels like old me. I haven't been able to do any sort of colouring stuff for ages, so this feels really nice. Light purple. Oh, okay, here's the light purple. Yeah, I guess it's a shade down from the medium purple. We're probably going to get purple now, are we? Just to throw me off. We're going to get reddish purple. Okay, that's one step down from the mallow, I think. I very much doubt these blend because they're water-based. What's this one called? Lake Blue. Oh, that's nice. One step down from Peacock Blue, probably. If these were alcohol markers, those two would blend gorgeously. Reddish brown. That's more dark coffee than the dark coffee. The dark coffee is more of a reddish brown. If you're watching Ohuhu, turn the light on when you're giving things the colour names. This one's called Yellow Ochre. I feel like it's more of an olive green. A light olive green. Copper tan. Yeah, I guess it's a light brown rather than an orange. I was going to say it's another orange, but it's not. It is probably a light tanny colour brown. Next one is fluorescent pink. No, not as shocking as the orange, fluorescent orange one. This one's peach red. Okay. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. This one is rose red. Oh, that's nice. Really vivid, bright. Dark green. Okay, yep, dark green it is. Light olive. It's more dark ochre. If that's ochre, yellow ochre, that's more of a dark ochre, because that's the olive up there, and this is not a lighter version of that. You can see that yellow ochre really looks more like a light olive. So it's light olive, olive, and I'd call that one dark ochre. Get another green there. Oh, it's a fluorescent. Yeah, it's very fluorescent-y. The pink does not look fluorescent-y. Have you had a fluorescent yellow? Oh, there's one coming. We've got bronze next, which is really charcoal grey, I'd say. Maybe I'm colourblind. Oh, the green really looks fluorescent on camera. And then we've got the fluorescent yellow, which is the last one. Wow, that's a highlighter pen. That is just a highlighter pen. So that's the swatching over. And one thing I was going to say, I do like the way that they go in here. The you put the caps on and the cap faces downwards and you twist it. They do, that's how they was in the box, like that, so you can really sort of run your, see the run of colours going up there, and the numbers really easy. So that's really nice. I quite like that in the packaging. But what I wanted to do now is compare the colours to the old school. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, these ones. Let's get them out. So we've got a fair comparison. Oh! Remember to put them back after. Alright, so 33 was that one, definitely. 5. No, we've got no low numbers. We've got 1 and 3, which are the same as those. Then we've got 17. Okay, let's have a look at these purples. 49. 50. No, 52. 54. 54 would be that one there. So I'll just get them next to each other. 54. No, I don't think so. 106. Nope. Okay, let's have a look at the fluorescent. It's a totally different colour. And it's in the new ones, it's definitely brighter than that. This one is actually really quite light on the pinks. If we look. Right, so ignore the fluorescence. And then we've really only got one proper yellow. On the old set we had a light, medium and dark yellow. We've only really got one proper yellow there. Lots of different, I mean they're golden in, and lots of different oranges. Then pinks, just 3, and then a sort of mulberry, which is the earth red one. The reds, like 2 identical reds and then a dark red. And then a lot similar purples. Them 3 are very similar purples. Where was the one that was called light purple? Over here, wasn't it? So blue, a cobalt blue, a slate blue. Yeah, we're lacking a proper blue. I mean, that's the nearest blue. They're blues. I mean, it's got some unusual colours. It's an unusual set of pens. Like I say, I'm not 100% sure. This was a better, this set that I got was a better spectrum, I think. The yellows, dark yellows, light oranges, reds, pinks, into purples, into blues. There's a range of blues, and bluey greens, nice range of greens, and then into the browns and fluorescents. This one is, I mean, if you did these in colour order, you'd have yellow, dark yellow, some light oranges, oranges, reds, pinks, light purple, medium purple, then into the blues, bluey greens. I mean, that was a 80 set, and this is a 60 set, and this was £15, so it is, you know, it's not bad. They're nice pens. I think if you are looking for just some water-based markers with brush tips, these are alright. You know, they're sort of a better version than these, I think. I was just putting them away and I realised we hadn't tried them in a colouring book. Hold on. You did get a nice case with this set, I must admit. That is one of the other advantages. It is a nice... My mum loves these. Whenever she comes around, it's like they're the ones she uses. So let us try the old faithful Million Sloths, which has been used previously. There we go. This page was the page that we actually used in the test. Let's get a green. Let's just get the one that was called green. We're running out of leaves, aren't we? So we're going to do this one round here. Okay, they went there quite smoothly, considering they're water-based. There is a bit of fluffing of the paper, which is always going to be the case. Let's see if they went through. So it's there, there. Yeah, they did a little bit. There's a little bit there. Let's I don't know if we ever did these ones. Let's do one of these. Oh, I did a double layer. Never do a double layer. It's a cardinal sin with water-based markers, isn't it? They're quite fluffy as well. So if that went through. No, that didn't go through. I'll try Artesia again now. Apple green, that will do. The next one along. I do like the little Artesias. The Artesia's got a really nice little precision point. Definitely less fluffy. I mean, we've been here before, but yeah, no, I preferred that, I think. God, you could knock out a colouring really quick with these, couldn't you? Look at that. Bish bash bosh, done. Yeah, but the problem is if you're not smooth and you miss a bit, how do we do a double layer? That's when it all goes to pot, isn't it? You can start to see the water seeping in. See the dots. That's the problem with water-based medium. Let's see how that went through though. It's starting to shadow a little bit. Can't really see, it's not gone through yet. I don't remember what won when we did this. I do really like those little Artesian ones though. Right, let's just, this is like the Big Daddy one. It's like, it is just literally like the Big Daddy Ohuhu, isn't it? How weird is that? I'm not going to have any more leaves. I can't ever buy any more water-based markers. because I'm totally out of leaves now. Oh, well, there you go. So I tried them in the book and they're not bad, but I think I prefer the Artisas in the book. Anyway, but then again, they are much more expensive, the Artisas. Interesting. Like I say, I don't know where they fit in with with Ohuhu's product catalogue. I don't know why they've brought out another set of pens unless they are going to be their, you know, replacement for the cheap branded ones. But I thought that's what these were. I thought the art markers that they brought out were going to be the, you know, their premium water-based line, and they was going to drop the generic water-based line. Who knows? Who knows what Ohuhu's doing? But I hope you enjoyed watching that. And there's one the wrong way. You can't have that. I've enjoyed swatching them. I do like having a little play occasionally. I don't enjoy drawing on my t-shirt and my leg, but it's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Right, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to put these all away now. And yeah, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.